Move! Stop!
This is us
I'm
trying
not
to
tickling.
prepare. Question time. Part 2.
Stop mucking about!
Part 2! Woo! Sean died and went to heaven.
Oh no! I can still let him watch his name. Oh, he says, what?
What do you get up to when you're not playing music?
Yeah.
I like cars and bikes. And Minecraft.
I like my bed.
Cameron doesn't like Minecraft, does he?
I never got into it.
How are we in a band?
Music.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Music brings everyone together. Are there any songs which nearly didn't make it to the album?
No, there were more songs that we decided not to put on because they were either unfinished or didn't quite fit the tone, but we've been working on those outside of the album now and we're pushing towards making new music with them.
If you open the door, it's too cold.
Would you want to try and balance that
I'm
out?
so hard to look after. I'm like a lizard.
Not that again.
No, not that lizard. Just a lizard.
What kind of lizard
Well,
are
it just
you,
has to be warm up for a bit all the time.
What kind?
Bearded dragon?
Yeah, maybe, or like an iguana. Or just something that requires a lot of, attention. And
You're a frog.
I just like to be warm all the time, you know? That's true. I'm not whinging. I'll never whinge about the heat. I will about the cold.
Okay.
There's a question answered that no one asked.
Which song means the most to you?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Vices. It's the first song I think I heard and learned to play. Yeah. That sounded really sarcastic. Read us in again, will you?
Oh my God, sake.
This is not meant to happen.
Which song means the most to you?
Oh, Vices. It's the first song I listened to and the first song I've learned to play.
State of Substance, just because it goes back so far and the writing process for it was so
Unique.
Yeah, definitely.
Jinx.
Yeah.
In Prison for me, because it's one of the songs I wrote when I was the only person basically in the band, so it's one of my babies that I wrote from scratch, and I really, really enjoyed putting all the parts of it together and the different aspects of it.
And a great song it is.
Thank you. The riff was written by me and Cameron, I think, at the time, yeah. And then the tone came about just because of the way the riff is written. The higher notes sort of poke out in the frequency range a bit with the guitars, so what we did was we decided to distort it. That was really, it really was quite a cool thing that it happened, wasn't it?
It worked well because we just got this amazing tone from just writing the bass part alone with the riff, and then we worked on that tone to develop it more to fit it with the guitars and the tone of the song, and it did come together really well. It stands out really nicely.
What's the inspirations for your instruments? Oh, to play?
Yeah.
Learning?
Yeah.
Guitar Hero 3 in the day. No, yeah, it was a cracking game. I think that's what pushed me over the edge to actually go ahead and give it a go.
Yeah.
See, I never learned. I never played Guitar Hero. It was never a thing for me. But I started off on guitar, and I had bad tuition, and I went to get like private lessons, and it was like in that moment while I was getting private lessons, I decided to go on to bass, and I got a bass there and then, and I've just stuck with that. It felt more fitting for what I wanted to do than to actually learn guitar, and I've loved bass ever since.
Yeah, I used to play guitar. Well, I still do play guitar, and I wanted to be like a frontman who played guitar and sang at the same time. But as I started to grow musically and get into more types of music, I started getting into bands like Bring Me the Horizon and things like that, like where they were doing more screaming things, and it didn't really suit the genre, and I really got inspired by that, and that was the way I wanted to go musically, so I just sort of dropped the guitar and learned the more extreme kind of vocals.
Do the raw.
Do the raw.
Do the raw.
Oh, it's me?
It's you.
If you could jam with any musician, alive or dead, who would it be?
Dimebag Darrell for me. First one that comes to mind.
Joey Jordison, definitely.
See, for me, it'd be like the original members of Queen, so playing with Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Just to hear his vocal range live.
There's so much to choose from, isn't there? You can't narrow that down to one, surely.
I enjoy Jordison, definitely.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'd just love to be in a room with that, like, the guy who put the drums to, like, eyeless and sick and like, people equal shit and just, like, oh.
Yeah.
Did you all get involved in the recording and mixing process? Sort of, but the album was pretty much written before I joined, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's a strange one with this because we had a lot of the songs and they were there, and then it was more a case of we just put them into the studio and we like went into the studio with the songs already there from like years before, and then just touched them up and then mixed and mastered them, and then that was the album. So it's a bit of a weird process with this one, whereas with the next music we'll be releasing, it's going to be a lot more like a functional band, because a lot of the time it was just like me and Cameron in the band, for example, and then Sean jumped in and then Rob jumped in, and it was like we already had the album when people were joining, so they added like little bits, then we progressed from there.
Yeah, because when we were actually mixing the album, we were given the list of songs and we had to give feedback on each song and how it was mixed and what we wanted to change and how we wanted it to be. So we'd listen through like different devices, so cars, earphones, monitors, and then we take these different ideas for how we wanted it to sound and developed it in that way, didn't we? And you had a lot more involvement within that process.
What's the one part in a song which makes you pull a stank face and go, yeah? Shooting Thin Air Breakdown. Come on.
Hollow Horizon Breakdown. There's so many.
Yeah, we like 808, so we make every breakdown go.
I never used to until I met you. I was forced.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
You like it now?
I do.
Waters Breakdown. Waters Breakdown hits hard.
The first bit in Water.
Yeah, that just smacks so hard.
It literally has a gap in it where you can go.
That was a great stank face, that, mate.
You gotta do that live.
How did you find shooting and editing your own music video?
Ooh,
A lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
hard work, stressful.
More so for you, yeah. Sean had it worse, so.
Sean did have it the worst,
Sean-
didn't you, Sean?
Well, we split it up over 2 sessions, didn't we? We recorded obviously one video, one.
Yeah, we split it up over, well, we did both Hollow and Incepted at the same time with the main band shots, and then we came back individually and did like solo shots and like the makeup shots for Incepted with like all the blacked out eyes and stuff like that. We did all that separately, so it was quite a long process, but when we had the shots we wanted and we had the clear vision of what we wanted from the 2 videos, it was really an interesting and fun process to like put all the effects together and really see it come to life.
Yeah, and also to like challenge yourself when you're like put in front of a camera for the first time, doing your first music videos, you can kind of feel that pressure to make it as good as you possibly can. But I think it kind of makes it what it is, and you know how you want videos to go, so you add that into how you perform in front of the camera.
Definitely.
And it makes it all worthwhile, definitely.
So,
Yeah, it was a good experience doing it for the first time for me.
Yeah.
Never done anything like that before. But yeah, it was great.
many more to come.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Are you okay, bud?
No.
What's everybody's favourite song and why?
Ooh. To listen to for me, it's Water, I think.
So to listen to would, I think, would be Hollow for me.
See, to listen to would be Asylum.
What about to play?
Oh, December's for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so fun.
Dead Decembers.
Such a fun song.
I think Incepted to play for me, it's the easy one.
Wow.
I don't have to do pitch. I like to scrim.
You just got the grumble and the screams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would you like to be 2 years from now?
On tour.
Oh, definitely on tour. On tour, making new music,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't hit the nail harder on the head.
having fun.
Yeah, just enjoying what we do.
Yeah.
It's the main thing.
Jumping in the pit.
Yeah.
Jumping in the pit.
Just setting up that wall of death.
Oh yeah.
That's when you know you've made it. How does the songwriting happen? Does it start with a riff, or do you write together? Ooh.
It depends on the situation, really, doesn't it?
Can be any form of
Yeah, we don't really have one specific way we write songs. Some of the times people will have ideas and they'll be like, let's bring it in and make this into a song, because we all come from different backgrounds of music. So Rob will bring something in that's a bit more thrashy, and then we'll be like, okay, well, we like that, and we'll put the Making Blind Eyes See twist on it.
But, I mean, a lot of them go together quite quickly, but a lot can take ages.
Yeah.
You can get stuck on them. And
There's a couple with our next stuff that like we put it together in like 2 or 3 days, and it just turned out brilliantly. And then there's some stuff that we're still working on to this day that still haven't quite made the cut yet.
have you got more music in the pipeline?
Ooh, speaking of.
Funny you should say that.
Ooh, suspense.
Nice.
Yes, we have more music in the pipeline, and yes, it is.
Amazing.
Don't toot your own horn too much, Cameron.
It's okay.
It's all right.
What gave you the idea for the Incepted music video? Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Huh. Oh my god.
Incepted.
Yeah, the idea came from, we had the Hollow music video where it was like on a white background and it was all static, and we wanted to show the journey of the album, so it was like from light to dark, and we wanted the imagery to really suit the style of song it was. It's like the only song on the album that doesn't really have like a chorus in the melodic sense of vocals, and it's the only song that was really like dark, and it had its like held back moments and then it's really like heavier moments. So we wanted to really push the imagery of that darkness and the concept of the lyrics with it.
Are we good? Are we done?
No. Answer the question.
No.
Please move on.
Contain yourself.
This is horrendous.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you think, Sean?
Alright.